Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, we're going to talk about a champion that I've been looking forward to for a long while, and well, that is Marius The Gallant. I think that's his name. I have to double check. I just remember that his name is Marius. But the one that I'm talking about is this one over here, the horsey that we all get from, you know, basically free to play. It just takes a long while because you have to finish those progress missions. So after we finish the arbiter missions, two more progress missions unlock. The first one's the Romantu missions, and then the other one is the Marius mission. Look at that head. Oh, I love it. I just love it. I'm so excited about this guy because I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, the thumbnail is saying, like, was it worth it? You know, was he worth it? 100%. Like, I just love him. You know what? He's not the worst. He's not the best, or actually, you know what? He's actually the best. I'm just gonna call, like, he's God tier. I love him. He's just amazing, and it's not just the fact of what he brings. I just love the fact that he's really versatile. Like, you can build him in several ways depending on what you want to use him for, and that's what I'm gonna talk about today. I'm not gonna keep this key because this week we're doing Hydra some ranking down, kind of same way with CVC. Is because we know we're not gonna win, we're just gonna score lower. So I was just testing stuff, and the damage that you see, it's on Nightmare. I'm doing Nightmare Hydra, and it's full auto. I've not touched this, I've not clicked anything from the beginning. This is going full auto. It's not easy team, obviously I have Void Legendaries in here, I do have Lady Mikage and whatnot, but it's not, you know, it's not about this one. Let me just end. I'm already at 382. Just love it. Let's end and let's talk a little bit about Marius. But I guess I wanted to end with this because you know, it can still go. I just wanted to show you. Oh my god, look at that damage. That damage is just beautiful. Let's just see how much damage he actually did in Hydra. Like the spot where I believe he's gonna be best. I mean, what can I say? Almost 170 million. Michinaki is 100 million, so not quite double, but almost double the damage of a Michinaki that benefits from the fact that there's Hex out there that he himself places an Avid on Krisk. He also benefits from Lady Mikage. Whenever she does an A1, Michinaki joins the attack guaranteed. So, you know, he's usually a top tier damage dealer. And then Marius almost did double, so this is the first thing that you gotta see. This is the first thing that you gotta know about Marius, what makes him so good. I'm gonna free regroup because there's so much more testing that I want to do with him that, you know, I definitely don't want to save it now. So, why is he so good? Why is he so good? Let's look at his kit. So, let's start with, I'm gonna start from the end to the beginning. So, this one increases ally defense in all battles by 35%, okay? Or solid aura, defense in all battles, it's really good, 35 is pretty strong. Then we go to the passive. This champion is immune to turn meter reduction effects and decreased speed debuffs. Whenever an enemy changes 4 or attempts to decrease this champion's turn meter, counterattacks using this champion's default skill. What does this tell you? Well, first of all, sounds like he's gonna be anti, Mythic champions, or maybe even works in Amius the Lunar Archon. Not try that, I'm not sure he's part of it this rotation, but that's the part where he counterattacks, and then when there's turn meter that is decreased, well, guess what? There's like the Head of Mischief that can do that in Hydra. Then, well, there's our good old friend Armand's in Arena. So he sounds, just because of this passive, that he can be amazing anti-Armand's. Obviously, if you're facing a team that's full Stone Skin, it's not going to be as powerful. But why is this so good? Well, first of all, he's immune to that turn meter reduction and the decreased speed. That's strong already. But the fact that he counterattacks when somebody tries to decrease his turn meter, again, Armand's anyone, he counterattacks with the A1. And guess what the A1 does? AoE attack with a 50% chance to land Enfeeble for 1 turn. And what does Enfeeble do? Basically, if the target has Enfeeble, they will weak hit, which means they will not be able to use any of their kit because they will weak hit. So if their hit lands decreased defense, it's not gonna land. If their hit, lands weaken anything else, it's gonna weak hit and it's not gonna work. Your nukers, they're gonna weak hit because of the Enfeeble. Also, the fact that he's defense-based. Let's not forget about the fact that he's defense-based. Now, let's go to the A2. Like, we're all over the place, but his kit is amazing. A2. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Each hit decreases the ratio of all enemy buffs by 1 turn, okay? This one is on a 3-turn cooldown, triple hit, can decrease the duration of buffs, which means you don't care about polymorph. On the A1, you can get polymorph. Definitely keep that in mind. But on this one, well, you cannot get polymorphed. If you have a little bit of accuracy, you have a chance to remove that stone skin, okay? 3 chances actually, okay? And it's enemy max HP, skills off of max HP, which means that's why I'm using him in Hydra. He can do insane amounts of damage. But wait, there's more. A3 places an increased accuracy and increased defense buffs on all allies, okay, for 3 turns. That's just amazing. Everybody gets this one, increases his accuracy and everybody else, increased defense, good for survivability. Not only that, then places a stun debuff on the enemy with the highest turn meter for 1 turn, and finally grants an extra turn. This is on a 4-turn cooldown. He is such a versatile kid that he just blows my mind. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And you saw the damage that he did in Hydra. I was even playing with him in Nightmare campaign. Okay, there's not too, maybe now there's more and more people that can do that, but let me show you him actually do Nightmare campaign 12-6 in a pretty decent time. And you know what? Maybe Nightmare campaign is not, you know, the thing that you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna lock him for that. No, I'm just showing you that basically in the build that I have him right now that can be used for the sake of Hydra Arena, he can be used in Nightmare campaign. Look at that, 11 seconds, stage 6. Let's run that again. It's just a thing of beauty. Like, I just love the damage that he does, just like boom, 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 just destroys everything. And it's the fact that he has all AoEs, even on the A2, makes him be so much better. So that's Nightmare campaign on him. He destroyed it. You saw the damage he does on Hydra. Let's have a look in the Minotaur now. What can he do in Minnow? Well, guess what? He's pretty much gonna solo Minnow as well. It's not gonna be the fastest because animations and whatnot, but still, it's pretty fast. If I do get lucky and proc that Helm Smasher, I'm gonna show you Masteries as well, then it can be pretty fast. It can be, you know, under 20 seconds. I think it's 17 the most that I do. Yep, 15, 17 seconds. He just does it really, really fast. Let's go again. I don't know, I just love the damage that he does and the way that he just basically speed destroys everything in here. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna kill you, then I'm gonna kill you, then you're gonna go down next. It's just awesome. The only downside, I guess, but that it makes sense because otherwise he would have been too powerful, is that his Enfeeble on the A1 cannot affect the bosses. However, he's gonna be good for the damage on the bosses because of his enemy max HP on the A2. I was even playing around with him in Arena. I guess let's go against a team. Let me see. What's the team that looks scary? Okay, this one. Let me see. I'm not guaranteeing I'm gonna win or whatnot. Might not be faster. I just tried a little bit in Arena, but basically, if you pair him with somebody like a Sifi that brings you the block debuffs, you know, most people should have somebody like an Armand's. Then he goes in there. Look at that. He can kill stuff, okay? He's not gonna be Taras level, you know, he's not gonna be Georgia level. I'm not saying that. He's not gonna be that level of a DPS, but the fact that he brings, again, so much versatility in Arena, in this kit, and his Void Affinity, makes him actually, he might be a tricky, really viable option for Arena. You know what? I might even try and play around with him in live Arena. Steve, I surprise people by bringing him, because I have a feeling like people are not, look at that. I'm just knocking stuff down. Obviously, we do have the passive from Horima coming into play here, but still, he's doing a decent job. Look at that. It just destroys things. So Marius is 100% worth going for. Like, if you're debating like spending resources to pass those missions, which are really annoying and hard to do, I would say 100% push it. Get him as fast as possible because you're just gonna love playing around with him. You're just gonna love playing. This one I might lose the speed race because my fastest my arbiter. I see if he's not as fast. Let me see. Okay, I'm good. But yeah, it's just really fun. He's so fun. He's so good. And like I said, you can get him in one single build, the one that I'm gonna show you now, which I believe to be the best build for him. In this build, he's gonna be viable for any area of the game without having to swap stuff. So first of all, let me show you the masteries that I used on him because, you know, this is what I thought was at least was working for me, because priority number 1 for me is to use him in Hydra. Okay, he's a good DPS, plus we're gonna have those changes for Hydra that are gonna come soon that might make, you know, all the Tron that comes be dead. That's what I hope is gonna happen, because all those cheese mechanics I'm never a fan of. Even though I built a team not a fan of those. So he might be amazing for that, and for that reason I give him Helm Smasher. You know, it's good for Hydra, good for Arena, good for anywhere where you want him to do damage. Then I also gave you Whirlwind of Death in case he kills stuff in other areas of the game, gets more speed. Then also this one's really good, Cycle of Violence, because he has 3 hits to enemy max HP and he has a chance to proc to reset that cooldown. Pair this with a Merciless set that I haven't built on, this can be huge. And then when I went down the defense tree, I got Retribution. Maybe the last one should have got Deterrence for Hydra, but maybe that's bad for Hydra, because you know what, True Fear, he just True Fears himself, so I think this is the right way from my point of view. You can obviously go down to support as well, grab Sniper, and Master Hexer maybe if you're gonna rely more on this Enfeeble, but for now, this is what I think is the right build for him. And then when it comes to, like I said, the gear, I would 100% say, hands down, this is the best set for him. 6 pieces Merciless. Obviously, if you can try and get him to the 9 piece, that might be even better, but it's kind of tough to get a 9 piece, okay? But if you can get at least the 6 pieces of Merciless, you get 35% ignore defense, you get a 30% chance to decrease the cooldown of a random skill, and considering the fact that he has all AoEs, that's a pretty high chance that he's almost always, you know, it's not always, but it's a high chance that he's going to decrease the cooldown. And because his skills are on a 3-turn and a 4-turn cooldown, he's going to rotate to them so much that he's just going to be unstoppable. Like, I don't know, I just love Marius The Gallant, and I'm really happy that I got him. I'm really happy that I got him, and I'm definitely going to be playing around with him a ton. I think he might even come in my teams for stuff like Shogun. I think I'm gonna squeeze him in this team. I think I'm gonna get him in my Sand Devil. Might even get him my Iron Twins. I might have to play around with some speeds though for the teams that I have, but Marius The Gallant, he's just got here. Like, I just love this guy. He's so amazing. Maybe even in Spider, I'm quite sure I could drop one of the Gnoots and just get him in there. It's just I've been really slow, so that might be a little bit tricky. Yeah, a little bit tricky. I might just have to speed up to give his speed a little bit higher, and then I might get some nice surprises. But I guess I'm gonna leave it at this, guys. I guess one more thing. Let's have a look again at the gear set. So let's say you don't have Merciless. There's other options depending on how you want to use him. If you use him a little bit more mixed, a little bit more versatile for Hydra, and you don't want to get the maximum damage possible, because at the end of the day, the multiplier on this one is not as high as Gnoot, so he's not always gonna hit that cap of max HP damage, but he's getting damn close to it, okay? So if you know you're not gonna get to that cap as easily, and you might need some extra help for Hydra, like I know you might need some extra hex in there, you can always just build him in a curse set, okay? Build him in a curse set because he has all AoEs, he's gonna be able to place that hex for you in Hydra. Okay, you want to try and get some, you don't have enough Merciless to build him with, try and give him maybe then a 4-piece Reflex. If you want him to come back to his skills more often, give him Reflex, gonna reset his cooldowns. Or if you just care about straight damage, then again, if you don't have Merciless, go Lethal, go Savage, go Instinct, any of the damage sets, and trust me, you're gonna love Marius The Gallant. And yeah, I guess this time we're gonna leave it at this. Thank you all for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my excitement, because I'm really, you know, it's really fun when I've been playing for so long to get a hero that gets me so excited, and this time around it was Marius The Gallant. But yeah, thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.